Okay, suddenly I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay,
Amazing.
This is Thought Corner. Thorner.
Also called podcast.
Called Getting Fae'd. You're listening to Getting Fae'd. We,
Lukas.
Lea.
and Meike are reading A Court of Mist and Fury for the very first time. Today we're discussing chapters 66, 67, 68, and 69. Get Fae'd with us! Woo!
Wait a minute. How many chapters are there in this book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 69!
Say what?
Oh my god, guys, this is it. This is it. Welcome to the grand finale of ACOMAF.
Wow, this is the end!
The end is nigh. But maybe it is only the
pronounced
beginning.
near. You can thank me later.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. We've been reading this book since, I don't know, February
Yeah, like a year.
of last year.
I was just about to say, wait a minute, what?
It's been 14 months.
We finished this book, like a little behind the scenes truth. I set the book on my Goodreads account to like finished, like I finished the book when our podcast turned 2 years old. That was
Aw.
such a like poetic moment.
Very,
Wow.
very good moment.
We turned 2 and we finished book 2.
It's amazing.
Two,
it's,
two, two, two.
It's fate.
Yeah,
Fated.
Getting faded.
getting.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's such an event episode today. We've never done 4 chapters before, but it makes sense.
And
It felt right.
they are quite short
Yes.
chapters.
It's 18 pages altogether.
Yeah.
So not that much more to cover than usual.
It's even less than usual.
Just let them think they're getting a special treat here, okay?
Okay. You're getting so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think just by the nature of them being the last chapters, we will have
Yes.
so much thoughts. Many thoughts. Much think, Lea good.
I don't have a single thought in my brain.
No.
Call back.
Yes. It's been so long.
Speaking of so long, should we maybe talk about what happened before?
Right. Do you remember what happened last episode?
I'm not sure. Maybe we should have a recap.
Yeah. Can someone help us? Oh, hi, Morrigan. Do you want to help us out?
Sure. So Tamlin offered passage to his lands and
I don't need to practice. I can just do it.
I'm a bit distraught after last chapter, I'm sorry. Tamlin offered passage through his lands and our had some letters to the king in exchange for trapping Feyre, breaking her bond and getting to bring her back to the spring court. But Ianthe betrayed Tamlin, told the king where to find Feyre's sisters. So the king had Feyre's sisters brought with the queens to prove he could make them immortal. He put them in the cauldron. We could do nothing, Estee. We could do nothing.
You're kind of losing your Morrigan.
We could do nothing as they returned. He had us by the balls.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morrigan.
That sounds horrible.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
That was a very good recap.
Thank you so much, chapter 68, Morrigan.
Spoiler.
No, she just recapped what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's like the sisters are immortal now.
Yeah.
Someone is mated.
Wild shit. Elaine is mated to Lucian. That is so crazy. And for Lucian to be like, oh, Elaine, we're mated.
That's more crazy. That he just says it.
It is so silly. But what's even more silly is how chapter 66 starts. Because Nesta is having none of Lucian's bullshit. And she just shoves him away and is like, my sister is no such thing. An answer to Lucian going, you're my mate, Elaine. It's Nesta.
Amazing.
She's just...
I love her.
It's been a rough day for Nesta. She's just like, no.
Even though
She is immortal and we can have eternal sass by Nesta.
even though she will probably not become one of the mortal queens, still queen behavior.
Yes. Runs in the family.
Oh.
But shortly after that, there's again Elaine's engagement ring mentioned. Like, oh, Elaine is glancing down at her engagement ring, blah, blah, blah. Like, do you really think it could become an actual problem? Like, does Elaine... I think it's mentioned that she likes this Grayson guy. Like, she doesn't despise him, but not that she, like, actually loves him and wants to marry him.
I don't think she would marry out of necessity anymore. So probably she does or did have some feeling for this man.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, but why thinking about her sister's engagement? Feyre then thinks about if Elaine will ever go back to her fiancé Grayson Nolan, if Lucian would even let her go. And I'm like, I know he has not made some great decisions in the past, but you gotta cut him some slack. I don't think he's gonna just hold her captive.
You know, I don't think it was like a dig towards Lucian. It was just the way she has learned Fae men behave. I mean, Rhysand didn't particularly do that, but she knows Fae men can get possessive, and especially when they are in this like frenzy.
Yeah.
So she's just like being like, oh man.
And we have to say, like, obviously Rhysand didn't coerce her to be together with him, but he did kind of force them together in a room. Like, it's kind of what they do.
Right. But yes, with Elaine and Nesta now being Fae, or at least like immortal beings that have been made, the king has shown the queens that the transformation is in fact functioning. And they are like, yes, let us do it now. And they kind of shove at each other and behave so silly. Like, what the fuck?
They behave like feral. They just become, they hiss at each other. Like, if you want to know if a person is evil in a certain mass book, they hiss. Because they're animals. Like, thank you. I didn't catch the fact that they suck as people.
But also the king, like, his reaction to Lucian's exclamation or whispering exclamation that Elaine is his mate, he's like, well, perhaps you'll get a handsome Faelord as your mate too.
And he's so funny.
Yeah. He's just there for the lols.
Yes.
I think we have already established that.
Pascal has some comedy chops.
Yeah. But like somehow at least the youngest queen kind of almost takes him seriously, because Feyre describes how she then looks at every male Fae in the room as if she could take a pic. And it's like, girl, I thought you were like, woo, mortal team, let's go. And now you want a Fae Lord at your side. Like, what is your deal, woman?
But her
like,
choice...
sure, you want to live forever, but like, you want to take a Fae man with you?
Her choice at this point is very limited, though, I guess. She has the one bleeding out because of ripped wings, the one bleeding out because of a poison arrow in his chest, the evil lord, the one that wants to marry Feyre, and the one that wants to marry Elaine.
I think soldiers and stuff came into the room, so maybe she just looks at every male person.
I want to have
you sexy.
But also, like, Nesta and Elaine got out like 1 minute ago. I would be worried about like long-term effects. I'd be like, well, king, let's see if they are still alive in like a month. Maybe they grow like tumors or get crazy. I'm not sure.
Maybe join me in conspiracy corner here.
My gosh.
I've just thought of that. This is not a long-planned conspiracy or something.
It's enough.
Yeah.
You're enough, Lea.
Thank you, Lukas. That means a lot to me.
Your conspiracy is enough.
Thank you. Okay. Do you think?
Rarely.
Because as you
Well, I don't.
No, but as you just said, they are so eager to get into this cauldron and to get immortal. Do you think there's something like threatening their life, except for mortal age? Because like even the youngest queen is like, oh, I need to get, like, maybe the oldest queen is ill. Maybe she's like, okay, I need this really badly. But the youngest queen, like, she could be like, yeah, I want to see the long term.
Maybe they have
issues.
like queen virus. Like the oldest queen got sick and now they're all getting sick. Or like, I don't know, maybe they're just scared about the war.
Maybe.
And are like, well,
Yeah.
we're more.
I mean,
Really?
it would be kind of weird if they would now be reheating the ooh, there's an illness kind of way, because that was like the ruse in book
The
one.
blight,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that just made me think, like, is there another reason why they need to be immortal now?
What's also kind of weird, I guess this is taking away a bit from like the ending of this chapter, but I feel like we don't want to talk about the queens again after this.
No.
But we do not find out if they get in and if they get out.
Yeah, if
We
they
do
survive.
not know what their future is.
But I think we will find out in the next books.
Yeah, like maybe it has like crazy after effects for them. Maybe the queens we meet the next time are sort of like crazy monstrous beings.
Yeah.
They already are
Yeah.
in their dark hearts.
They suck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Anything else you want to add to the queens? Or are we...
Well, I think it's just like in that scene where Feyre almost turns like full dark mode because she like threatens to just kill them all. Which is like, okay, Feyre.
Lady
Dark
Death.
Feyre.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, she's a bit intense. I like intense Feyre, and you know, I appreciate the enthusiasm. Like, I want to murder them all. It's a bit intense.
I think it is justified in this moment, but like it would be interesting if like she would follow that path.
Now you're spoiled. She doesn't. But moving on, Rhysand is about to make a bargain to the King of Hybern.
What?
But Feyre does not want to let him sacrifice himself once again. So she plays a very smart ruse, I guess, because she uses her powers as Cursebreaker, this blinding light that she used once before when she like was very happy and was just glowing. And she sends out this huge wave of energy that like cuts through the wards and the walls.
Also, I think she mentions of Day's power.
Yeah,
So I
light,
guess
isn't it?
it's.
Oh no, Day's power is healing, right?
But also light.
I guess it
Healing
was
is
just
light.
interesting. It's like Day's power.
But I to me, like I associate that light power always with like her love for Rhysand because like
isn't he
he's the one.
Helios? The spell man.
Spell cleaver.
Yes.
Wait, spell cleaving.
Yeah, she's spellbreaker.
Oh.
Right, she breaks the wards. So potentially now winnowing away is an option. And to like keep their minds away from what just happened, she pretends that by using that magic, she burned away whatever hold Rhysand had on her mind. And then she scrambles away from Rhysand and towards Tamlin.
Tragicness. How did you feel when you were reading this?
Well, you know how I was feeling.
Yeah, no. I read this to Meike because Meike had a little headache.
Oh.
It wasn't just little, it was very big.
Meike had a very big headache. And then I just sat there and read her the end of ACOMAF.
Yeah, I really wanted to know how the book would end. I was like, oh, but I kind of don't want to look at anything. And then
And you got to experience it in funny voices.
Nice.
And that's nice because, I mean, we were probably going to read it at the same time, but whenever Meike and I read this at the same time, she's such a fast reader and I'm not. And so she just gasps and reacts like 2 minutes before I get to the part. So it was nice to just experience this at the same time. And Meike was pretty much like, oh no! Oh!
yeah, I think from like the moment on.
I'm not done. Oh! Oh no! Oh, Feyre!
Right, like from
Oh my god!
from the moment on, Feyre was like, no more sacrificing himself. And because she said himself, I think for a minute straight, I was just like, no, oh no, oh no, oh no, Feyre. Because I think we spoke about our theory that she would sacrifice herself and go back to Springcourt. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
this is happening now. It's really sad.
Yeah, I think it's like we did kind of foresee this, but then this whole shebang happened, and I think the last few episodes we always kind of assumed they would be captured and then kind of get out somehow, and this like doesn't happen at all. And like the beginning of her thought process to get to this plan, she like thinks about how like she has completed her worth for this mission, and like they had not actually needed her or something, and like her whole self-esteem is kind of vanished. And I was just like, what? Where did this go? What just happened? And then she's like gathering her powers, and I didn't know where she was going at all. And then she starts like saying Tamlin's name, and then I was also like, oh no, no.
Yeah.
But of course, I don't want her to put herself in this situation. But you know, they are fictional people.
It makes for great plot.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I was scared for was bad plot. Because I was scared that Rhysand then would be jealous. And spoiler, that doesn't happen.
That's good.
Which like the way like I was really scared about that. And the way these chapters evolve really took that fear away from me. So I'm happy about that, I have to say.
I just think it's such a crazy scene, like, because Rhysand didn't know, and her just like scrambling away from him and looking at him like scared and going towards Tamlin and being like, Tamlin, and Rhysand is just all confused and for like a minute doesn't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
And then he plays along.
Yeah.
And
And it's
my
also this
heart broke
moment.
for them.
It's just this moment of trust. Like Feyre knows
Yeah.
that he will get it.
Yeah.
It would hurt, but he will get it. And I think I like this scene because I feel like it felt natural. Like it was a logical thing to do. And I didn't always feel like this, like in the past chapters. Because like obviously Sarah J. Maas's end goal is to maybe get her to Springcourt by the end of the book. But like it felt natural. You know when Sarah J. Maas's end goal was to somehow turn Nesta into Lea and Fae, it felt kind of shoehorned in there.
Yeah.
But here I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a last resort.
Yeah. And the way the scene is written and how you kind of get to know her plan, like as it is unfolding, was very cool because of the difference and the duality between like what she has spoken and what she's thinking. And yeah, in these moments, I was just like, oh my God, she cannot explain to Rhysand. I hope he understands. And then he does. And I was like, phew.
Yeah, they all play along, it just shows how much they already know each other and how much they trust her.
And it also means something else. It means sexy Rhysand is back. Because he immediately becomes this, how did you get free? And like he puts his hand in his pockets and
He has
puts
to-
his head. And I'm just like,
He has to put on his mask again.
I love it.
Do you guys think Feyre's a bit disappointed? She's like, Rhysand is such a sexy man. And then she actually meets the real Rhysand and he's such a cute softie. And sometimes she's like, can you just play mean? Just be evil for a night.
You know, maybe she liked it, but I would lean out of the window and say that she was not disappointed. That her captor is not an abusive shithole.
Yeah, but I don't know what this is like. I think we have talked about during the course of this book, we've talked about it a lot, that because he did have some pretty big failures throughout the story of this book, he kind of was in this depressive slump then and again and was kind of like, ooh, I did it bad. Oh no, I didn't tell you things and I have to be a hard king or whatever, lord. And he wasn't like his, I'm sexy and conniving.
I'm sexy, and I know it.
Yeah, and I was missing that.
Yeah, I think at some point we get like a mixture. Like nice Rhysand, but cool Rhysand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think we had some glimpses of him, but they were buried under self-hatred.
Yeah. It's crazy times for all of them. So
Yeah.
I can
But-
cut them some slack.
But you know, speaking of, the Wang just plays along and knows what's up. It's not 100% true because Morrigan then at one point is like, oh no, what have you done to that poor girl? Talking about Feyre, and I was like, Morrigan, you are supposed to be evil as well. Like, what is happening?
Well, maybe she's like trying, because she's the one that does like official business for Rhysand, so maybe she's trying to like play the role of like she belongs to that court, but she still has some morals, and her High Lord like mind napping a girl is
Mind-napping.
not part of her morals. But yes, it was a bit too much. Like, I
She's
was like,
moral
Morrigan,
again.
just don't say anything. Just be like, huh? What's up?
Oh no, she broke free, this bitch.
Because they all play along, Tamlin seems very convinced. Feyre is actually now free of Rhysand's spell, and he believes it all. I'm not so sure about the King of Hybern.
Yeah.
I'm 100% not sure about Lucian. Like, I'm very certain Lucian doesn't buy this bullshit. And I don't think the King of Hybern believes it. I think he just likes the spice. He likes that this now opens up another possibility for shenanigans and drama. And he's just open to what happens next. Because then Feyre begs the king to break the bond. And at first I was so confused which bond she meant.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what are we talking about right now?
Yeah, I was really confused because in this moment they're talking about like the mating bond.
Yes.
And because we were discussing this last episode that he was like, and part of my bargain was to break this bond. And we're like, so he must be talking about the bargain because they don't know about the mating bond. And now they're talking about the mating bond and it's like, what?
I think that's just Fae'd going all in because to sell her part, she's like, break this fucking mating bond.
And
How, like, what, like, could she have had a mating bond if it's all just, if she was mind-napped? What?
Well, I think it was implied that Rhysand's parents didn't have like a happy mating bond. Like Rhysand's mother didn't love Rhysand's father because he was cruel and evil. And I think like Tamlin's parents were happy. I don't know. So, but it makes it seem like the mating bond can be just a bond. Like the two people do not necessarily fit together, which makes the mating bond so confusing.
Do you think we will like ever find out?
No. At this point.
Maybe we shouldn't. I feel like maybe it should just be a thing that's vague. I don't know. But yeah, she's like, please break the bond. And the king's like, sure. And then Rhysand's like, no. And the king's like, sure. And then goes ahead and breaks the bond.
But I have to say, like, Rhysand's don't really sold it.
Yes.
Like, I was scared that he was able to do it.
Honestly, I kind of think it was like a real don't.
Yeah.
That he like, of course, to play the part, be like, oh no, don't do it. My trick is so elaborate. But I think he was actually like scared. Like, shit, what if this works and I will lose her? Really? Oh, it was really like, I didn't know I was invested in them.
Yeah.
I think like they were a fun couple so far. Like I didn't mind them, but I also didn't think I liked them that much. But in this scene, I really like, my heart kind of broke for them. I was really, really sad they now got separated and, had to play like not lovers anymore.
Yeah. Like, from a story perspective, I'm really looking forward to this.
Yes.
And I was, like, during this book, I was kind of hoping for this to happen. But the fact that the king threatened to destroy the mating bond here, that truly broke my heart.
Yes.
Like, I was like, oh my God, like this, if there's like a magic way to like take your love away, that's cruel.
But the mating bond is not love.
For them it is.
What is it?
Yeah, but like
Why is it?
For them it means their love.
But they can love each other without mating bond.
But imagine
It doesn't matter.
But this was like the higher perspective here, Lukas. Like I wasn't thinking about like the ins and outs of this magic system, but like for the characters of Fae'd and Rhysand, their mating bond is basically their love. And if that is like magically taken away, it's basically their love that is taken away. And you don't know, like, if he was able to succeed in taking away this mating bond, then like you don't know what else will leave her.
Okay.
I was really sad.
Yeah. Didn't you have any feelings? What did you feel in this scene?
Kind of confusion because like the bond snaps and I wasn't really sure if that's like the bargain bond or the mating bond. Like it does not specifically state what bond broke or if it's both or if it's just one, like we find out later. But like, yeah, I was confused.
Yeah.
At this point, I thought, because both of them were in agony, that he succeeded in taking the mating bond away.
Yeah, me too, because chapter 67 starts with both of them being on the ground. Like, Fae'd fainted because it was so painful, and Rhysand is on the ground, howling in pain.
Yeah.
So, like, it...
And I don't think he's someone who, like, gives pain away easily.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Tamlin, the considerate, soon-to-be husband that he is, slowly walks up to Fae'd and picks her up and asks if she's like, oh no, wait, he yanks her glove off to look if the tattoo is gone.
This man has his priorities straight. What the fuck?
And it is.
Oh, Tamlin.
He yanks, it's like that's the quote, he yanks off her left glove. Her left glove.
The left
I'm just
one.
saying it.
Yeah.
Her left glove.
And the
then-
tattoo is gone.
Yeah,
The
the
tattoo is
bargain
gone.
tattoo
On
is
her
gone.
left hand.
Yeah.
The one gone.
With the eye.
No more eye.
eye
That's
of
kind
the
of sad.
tiger.
I liked the idea of Fae'd being cool and having a tattoo.
Idea.
Yeah. Sad now Feyre's not edgy anymore.
No,
No
she doesn't
ink
have a
Feyre.
tattoo.
Nothing cool about her anymore.
She's inkless.
Absolutely
No Slayer
inkless.
anymore.
She's no inkling.
Inkling girl.
Yeah, and then before anything else can happen, Fae'ra then asks the King of Hybern to now stop all this pain and death and violence and just let the Wang go and let her and Tamlin return home to Springcourt.
I mean, it's also like she gags at her smell. She's just like, ugh.
Yeah, whenever they have like little interactions from now on, like it's always stated how appalled she is by it.
He like puts her hand, he like puts his hand on her shoulders, and I just like went stiff and was like, no. And then the King of Hybern agrees to let let the Wang go, which for me just proves that he does not believe Fae'ra. Like, I don't think he would let them go. Like, this whole thing was about getting Rhysand and getting the gang, and then just to let them go?
I think
but what changes if he believes her or doesn't believe her? Like,
I think
the plan
he
is to
knows
kill them.
Fae'ra is playing a game,
So
and he
what?
enjoys games. He's in just for the jokes.
I don't think so. I think he wants Fae'ra and her power. He needs her to like wield the book. I think we get that later.
Yeah.
That implies that he believes her because he's like, okay, now she's with Tamlin, and so Tamlin can control her, and she will do my bidding now. And so I don't need Rhysand anymore, but I still think it's wild that he lets them go.
I don't think so. If he thought Tamlin had control over her, he would just kill Rhysand.
But
I
maybe-
think
Yeah,
he
but-
knows exactly that Fae'ra has like her own agenda, and he just plays along because for him, Fae'ra is more important than Rhysand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree that for him, Fae'ra is more important than Rhysand. My thought was that she's like, okay, no more killing, let them go. And he does that so that she will not be like, no, I won't help you. But then I was like, but she's playing like they're evil monsters. So like, I'm not
I
sure.
think. Okay, suddenly I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay,
We all do.
amazing.
This is Thought Corner. Thorner.
Also called podcast.
Right.
Called getting Fae'd.
No, like to stick to your theory, Lea, that he wants Fae'ra to want to work with him, then it would make sense that he does not believe her, because if he would believe that she believes that Rhysand and the Wang are monsters, he would not think that she would have a problem with him killing the Wang monsters.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what
So-
I said.
Yeah, I'm
So
on
you
your side,
think-
Meike.
So you think the bond is... No.
What?
So-
what bond?
Wait, I'm trying to order all of our thoughts that we have discussed right now. So you, Lukas, think that the King of Hybern does not believe Fae'ra's ruse.
Yes.
So he, in your belief, he knows that she is still mated to Rhysand, and that is why he doesn't kill them because he knows.
No. I think he does not believe a ruse, but I do think that there's a possibility that he thinks that the breaking of the mating bond actually succeeded.
What? But why would he then let them go?
Because book 3 has to happen. Maybe to show some goodwill toward Fae'ra, because if he would just kill them, mating bond or no, just take it out of the equation. If he would just kill them, even though he suspects that Fae'ra still likes Rhysand, then Fae'ra would just immediately turn on him.
Oh, I don't think
Yeah.
it's about the still liking Rhysand part. I think it's about the being loyal to Tamlin. I don't think he buys her bullshit that she loves Tamlin. I think he
Yeah.
doesn't like Tamlin either. And now he has someone on Tamlin's inside that might be against Tamlin. And,
I
he's
like
like,
this.
I love this, so I'm gonna do what she wants. So I have someone that kind of can, get rid of Tamlin at some point or like make Tamlin do stuff. That's what I meant.
The problem is, he just like basically cursed her sisters. So for him to be like, but maybe she will be on my side.
Yeah.
Is sure, maybe he's just very self-assured.
Right.
But I do agree. I do think he has absolutely zero respect for Tamlin.
Yeah.
As
As
he
you should.
have.
Yes.
Yeah, I think two things are true. No one respects Tamlin, And I also think no one believes the ruse except for Tamlin, because Tamlin is just so delusional right now.
Yes. Okay, moving on. Because the wards outside of the palace walls are broken, Morrigan can now winnow to Feyre's sisters and winnow them the fuck out, and Rhysand grabs Asriel and Cassian, still very hurt on the ground, and also winnows the fuck out of there without a goodbye to Feyre.
They don't have a goodbye, obviously, but they do, like, exchange a last look where Feyre's like, oh, I'm convinced they understood my plan, and, like, I know that, like, I'm important to them, and, like, she feels the love, kind of.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then I was wondering, like, so now winnowing is possible. Her sisters are gone, like, her friends are gone. Couldn't she, like, in that moment, be like, peace out, bitches?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, when she mentioned the spell outside the castle was broken, I thought, well, okay, your plan's fun, but why don't you just winnow away?
Yeah, even, like, in the beginning of this journey to Hybern, they were like, yeah, she can't winnow that far, but she could at least winnow outside the castle. In the water. Use your water powers. Swim. Make a boat. I don't know. Become a dolphin. Leave. Do something. But no, she's committed to the plan. She's like...
I mean, she has like a higher plan.
we
find out
will
later,
learn
but
later, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why I mean she's committed to the plan. But
It makes sense, I guess. And then the king has a little, he also has a bad day. Because he then notices, he's like, oh, give me the book now. Let's use the book. And Feyre's like, I don't have it.
what book?
He's like, how can that be? And then he checks that Rhysand actually took the book with him. And he's like, oh my fucking God.
But that's so, the first time I read it, I didn't even realize this, but it's such a clutch move that they got the book away from him again.
Yes,
they have
yes.
like a second chance to do all their shenanigans with the
Yeah,
book.
it's so
Yeah.
cool.
Especially because she's the only one. Wait, no.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that she's the only one who can wield.
No,
Couldn't
Nesta and
Nesta and Elaine
Elaine
now do it?
But
I think
I was just thinking
think they
that.
are made. Capital M made.
Yeah, but I don't think so, because isn't it like everything is made from the cauldron and Feyre isn't? But obviously her sisters are made by the cauldron, so they wouldn't be able to wield the book.
I honestly don't really understand why Feyre is so special, because
She's not made by the cauldron, but by
she
the
is made by the
Faelords.
cauldron if the whole world is made by the cauldron, right? Like, if everyone was made by the cauldron, also Feyre was made by the cauldron.
But
in a
not
way.
her magical self.
Yes, I guess.
I think we just don't know. We have to wait and read the third book, which
we
I'm
will.
looking forward to. But talking of Nesta and Elaine, who might or might not be able to cast spells from the book, like, spoiler, we don't meet them again in this book. Like, do you think they got it? They got the ruse? Because if they did not get the ruse, it's like they've been kidnapped by these evil people who are then like, oh no, your sister was just playing. She's totally still on our side. She likes us. You're safe
Good
here.
Good point.
But maybe they have worked with Rhysand. And Tamlin and Lucian were on the side of their captors, so I think they are inclined to be on the Night Court side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
okay,
so too.
okay. Ticka.
And Nesta is also very smart.
Yeah.
And to your point, you were like, you were
I
like,
always have such elaborate points.
so you were like, to Tamlin, who believes Feyre's ruse, it looks like, oh my god, these monster people just kidnapped your sisters. Danger, bad.
Yeah.
And Feyre is not immediately like, let's go after them. But she's like, okay, let's go home. And that is the point Lucian gets suspicious. Because
Yeah.
he's like, we need to get Elaine. And Feyre's like, nah. And that's when she's like, I fucked up.
Yeah, Lucian is just suspicious as fuck, which is good.
Yeah, I like it. It's a cool dynamic.
The way the last few chapters go, it might be some hints for what might happen in book 3. But I think we'll get there later.
Let's just keep talking about these chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah, the king is very angry about losing the book. And apparently wants to get the book retrieved, but not from Tamlin. Like, he says, once the book is back in my hands, your service will be needed again to Tamlin. So he will, I guess, put his own special forces to the task of retrieving the book and not Tamlin, because he doesn't think highly of Tamlin. And
Who
I
does?
also really like how open Feyre is with her hatred towards the king,
Yeah.
because that is something that would not make her appear suspicious, because he kidnapped her sisters and then put them in the cauldron.
Yeah.
That is like, no matter how brainwashed you are, he did something evil.
Yeah.
He wasn't on Rhysand's side, he was on Tamlin's side and did something very evil.
Yeah.
So I like how she's just, well, that's your mistake, you lost the book. I don't fucking care and I hate you.
Yeah.
I really like
Nice.
that.
It's awesome. And then,
Guys!
Yes. What's up?
then they winnow home to Springcourt. They go back to that fucking place.
That fucking place, yeah. I
Guess
hate
that's
it.
where we will spend the next few hundred chapters. I have high hopes for this next book.
Oh, I
This
thought you meant
next
in this
book.
book. It's 2 chapters left. Okay, let's turn the page to chapter 68, where we will spend our time in Springcourt with Tamlin and Feyre, and it will be awful. Oh, wait, what's that? Chapter 68? Rhysand?
I was so happy.
I was so freaking hyped when Lukas read that out loud. I, for a second, forgot I hate POV changes in first person.
But how did you read it? Like, did you... How did you do it? Can you recreate that?
Okay.
I don't think it was that
recreating it.
special.
Lea wants the juice. I'm giving the juice to her, even if the juice is not special.
Okay, just imagine you're lying here on the
Okay.
couch.
And you have a big headache.
And a cool cloth on your forehead. And you're very sad, your heart's broken. That hurts more than the head.
Asriel is gone. My
Oh,
heart is broken.
Azzy.
He's dying.
Oh no.
But I won't see it.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Okay. Then we were gone. Chapter 68. Rhysand.
And then he like showed me the page and I was like,
Okay.
This
Funny.
is maybe. I mean, I haven't read ACOMAF yet, obviously, but I'm calling it. This is just the single best decision Sarah J. Maas made in writing these books. Like, it was nice to have. No, it was not nice to have 2 POV books. I'm not a fan of POV books, but like
Same.
the story just it got too big. It got out of hand, and like this needed to be done.
But do you think like all of book 3 will be like dual POV?
It might be
Yes.
even more POVs.
I think it's dual POV, and like if like book 3 is just Feyre, and this is just
That would be...
the
I would be
only
so angry.
chapter, I will
be so angry.
I will quit this podcast. I'm not even joking.
Like, I really, really, really hope and I feel in my heart that this is like... Because also, like, what happens in these chapters is very set up for book
It's
3.
such setup. Like
So-
book 3, here's what I think. I think maybe we will spend like half of book 3, like do a POV, Feyre and then Rhysand, to know what they're up to, and then we have to read about the revolution in the mortal world, and then at one point I will turn the page and it will say chapter 40, Isaac. And then we will experience Isaac Hale. He will be torn. He will be in this mortal town where maybe his wife joins this new revolution against the fairies led by Thomas Mandray and Grayson Nolan. But Isaac is like, no, this is not good. We should all work together. And then, it's like a whole plot.
But the revelation I had in the last few days is so interesting because, like, we started this book with Feyre being like, I'm doing this, I'm on the mortal side, and I want the mortals to have a good life. I fought for the mortals. Then she becomes Fae, and she's like, okay, I guess I still have, like, the mortal interests in my heart, but I'm working together with these Fae people because they have a good plan. They are good people. Now, her sisters, they join her. They are mortal. They now are immortal, working together with Fae people. All the while, the mortal leaders are like, we are anti-Fae. We fight the Fae. But they are the evil people now. So now it's like Fae
Who is
against...
the evil people now?
the mortal queens that will become immortal, but the mortals won't know, in my mind. It will be like, they will hide it.
That is the revelation you
No,
spent the last few days having.
No, my revelation is that the fight now is still Fae against mortals, but the mortals are now the evil people and the Fae are now the good people.
But not all of the mortals. Like Thomas Mandry is not, in fact, the evil person here.
No,
like the king of
that's-
Hybern wants to break down the wall and do whatever. Like all the evil monster thingies, like would go into these small towns near the border and kill probably all the humans.
Yes, I know, but like the broader picture is like now all the good people are basically all Fae, and the evil people are almost all mortal. Because
No, what about the king
Isaac.
of Hybern?
Yeah, he's
and,
the only one.
and Tamlin
The only
He
one.
belongs to
and
Hybern.
Ianthe and her
She belongs to
people.
Hybern. That's one entity for me. But Jurian is evil and the mortal queens are evil.
Yeah, but Jurian got resurrected. He isn't per se normally mortal.
But is he resurrected as... He's not resurrected as immortal.
No, I don't think so.
He's just there again.
Yes.
Can we maybe like get back to the actual plot?
No.
Let's get back to Rhysand.
Yeah!
Because yes, this chapter is told from the perspective of Rhysand. And I have to admit, I was also very, very excited. Because it gives us so much more information. And it's so nice to see like his side after this crazy plan, like this spontaneous plan from Feyre. But honestly, I don't know if I want this to be a thing in book 3. Like, I want to be a night court in book 3, but I hate when it does, like, POV switches. Maybe it's not as bad because we do, like, short reads, like we do 2 chapters and then we have a break and talk about them and then we have 2 more chapters. Because I hate it when it's, like, 1 chapter and then you finish in between the chapter and then you pick the book up again and it just says I. And I'm like, who's I?
But it's on the top.
Yes, but I'm in between chapters. Like, I do not see the top of the chapter. And also, you have to be very good at... Because I don't want Rhysand's writing to be the same way as Feyre's writing. I want Rhysand to be a person with a personality, and I want his chapters to be Rhysand, and I want Feyre's chapters to be Feyre.
Yeah.
And that is a skill. I have never read a book where I was like, oh yeah, you did that good.
Yeah, just to clarify. Like, if you talk about POV switches, do you only mean, like, first-person
Yes.
POV?
Okay.
Because, like, POV switches in third-person
Well,
limited...
I said POV switches in first-person books. I don't know who the I is, which makes it very clear that I was
yeah,
talking about
I just
first-person.
wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Because, like, POV switches between third-person narratives, that's just literature.
Yes.
That happens all the time.
Pretty normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like all in all, no fan of like the first person narration.
Ugh, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, at least we get more like perspectives. So I'm glad about that.
Maybe book 3 will be third person.
That would be so great.
That would be
The
such a step
dream.
up.
I
Oh
would-
my god.
It would be like I was reborn.
Yes.
But what I was about to say, like, I agree with you, the fear that like Rhysand's personality might like disappear.
Yes, it might vanish.
Yeah, and just while we just got his glimpse back of sexy Rhysand.
Because the thing is, in Rhysand's chapter, it wouldn't say, I sat so coolly while leaning against the wall and looking at them all smirkingly because I'm a fucking cool guy.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe it
would
will,
say,
though.
Oh, I was so insecure, but I had to wear my mask. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh.
Let's just not assume. Let's just find out.
Right.
Well, this
In-
chapter at least works.
in
Yeah,
4
it was
weeks.
fun. It was fun. I liked it.
It's
Even
gonna
though
be 4 weeks.
I have to admit, I feel like chapters 68 and 69 were sort of wasted a little because they were just telling you stuff.
Yeah,
They're
they're
they're really just set up.
Yes.
they're epilogue and setup at the same time.
Right. And they both tell you the same thing. So I was a bit like, okay.
But what they tell us.
Right. Let's not get ahead of it because it's very cool. So now the Wang has arrived in Night Court without Feyre, and Morrigan brings Nesta and Elaine somewhere safe.
Probably the hut where Feyre has
Right,
painted
it doesn't
everything.
specify where, but I also thought of the hut. Maybe with Nuala and Caradwyn. I feel like they could be good, like, caregivers in this moment.
They have already practiced.
Right. And the hut looks like Feyre, you know, they're all her paintings.
Is Especially like they had sex on the paint and then on like every surface and then they left. I don't think they cleaned up. But
It's a self-cleaning hut.
Yeah, I was just remembering that. So it's okay.
But maybe they deactivated that because they're like dirty. They want to wake up the next day to Farah's butt smear on the table.
No.
I guess. And Amren immediately wants to know what the fuck has happened to Cassian and Asriel, who are now both unconscious on the floor and bleeding out. And Feyre is missing. And then they all, they recap what happened. This is where Morrigan recaps the whole story, which we read at the beginning. I mean, which Morrigan told us at the beginning.
Yes, it was me.
Oh, you're back.
I am the Morrigan. And
Tell us the truth.
I told you the truth.
Oh, thanks.
That's why you knew what happened.
Why do you sound like Mickey Mouse? Anyways, after all this recapping, Amren is like, well, wait a second. There's no way the bond between the two of you can be broken. And then Rhysand's like confirming that, and it's like, yes, I can still feel like her love. And there's, he
so
broke
nice.
the bargain between us, but he could never break the mating bond, and we're still connected, which is so good. I'm so glad about it.
Yeah.
I think at this point, the hints are slowly dropped that Feyre might not be a reliable narrator.
Because
I was very mad about that.
there's another little plot point that gets dropped that we didn't know about. Because last night, Feyre, the little girl she is, got married.
And she didn't tell us!
Oh, I knew. She told me.
How dare she?
Yeah, Rhysand and her sneaked off, went to a temple and got married in secret. And Rhysand officially made her his queen. So now
The high
Feyre-
lady
Yeah,
of
it's a high lady, I think.
Yes, but
Yeah,
That's
it's
basically
his
his
queen.
queen.
Yeah.
so now she's... You
Yeah.
cannot always interrupt my sentences.
Yes, we can. Look at us.
Let me finish my thoughts.
Sorry.
And Rhysand officially made her his queen. So now she's the High Lady of Nightcourt.
Nice.
But Meike, I thought there is no such thing as a high lady.
Oh, there is such thing in the Court of Dreams.
Because there, she is his equal in all regards.
Yay!
Nice.
Nice.
And that's how she got another tattoo.
Yeah, that is
Wild.
this reveal. I don't know. I was like, yeah, cool. They got married. They showed each other their love, and it's official, and blah blah blah. And then he was like, yeah, and her like wedding tattoo is on her right hand. If he had taken off that right hand glove, there he would have seen it. And I was like, just, what? She went to Tamlin with her like wedding tattoo on her arm.
That is so dumb.
But like, what does this mean? Is like, does this represent another bargain? Is it like a prenup?
I don't think so.
I mean, when you're married, you're like saying vows. You're speaking your wedding vows. So maybe that's a representation of that, because like a vow is kind of like a bargain. Like I swear to like be always loyal to you and love you and hold you in high regards and whatever. I don't know what the classic vows are. Sorry, I've never been married,
What?
especially not in English.
Especially.
I would never. No, I'm joking.
Thanks for clarifying.
Just keeping that possibility open. No,
Call me.
Yeah, it's all, I don't know. It's a bit wild.
But
Yeah.
it is cool that he says, like, now there's a spy. She's the spy inside Springcourt with a direct connection to him. We don't know if they can, like, still talk in their minds with each other, but at least they can send themselves feelings. So that's cool. So maybe they have to develop a Morse code of feelings. Fear, love.
Sad. Happy, angry. Oh no, he's letting the army through right now.
Yeah, but I like the spy part. I also really liked how Amren is concerned for Feyre. She repeatedly is like, no, go
Yeah.
get her out of there. But I also really like how Rhysand's like, no, she's very, very useful right now and she wants to do this. And Amren's like, no, she's your wife. and not your spy. And he's like, no, she's my mate and my spy. Like, she can be both. And
that's cool.
I feel like that's such a good sentence, because that's what it should be like. Like, he loves her and they're married now, but she's also her own person and she can still be useful. She's not just sitting around
And he's not there being mopey and jealous. He's like, my queen is out there fighting the fight.
Yeah.
Good man.
And maybe that's what retroactively makes it kind of better, that she had the chance to just win away, because that makes it kind of more of her decision to go back.
Yeah. And it is really useful for her to be like right inside the court.
I really love the way Morrigan reacts to the fact that they're married, because she immediately wants to be fiercely loyal to her high lady. And that's cool. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's a very cool chapter. It's kind of sad that it was just telling us stuff. Because, it's, you know, it's hard to do show, not tell. And I feel like the last chapter sort of was show and not tell. Like, Feyre never said, I'm now pretending to be still in love with Tamlin, and I act like I don't love Rhysand anymore, so I can go to Tamlin's court, because that would be boring. And that is sort of what this chapter is. But I think the way this chapter works as like a surprise that we're now suddenly inside of Rhysand's perspective, it makes it bearable. So I was like happy about it. Just a little sad that, like, for the final scene in the book, Cassian and Azriel were both unconscious. That was kind of sad. I was
And Lester and Elaine not present.
right. But I hope Asian will be okay. I
He
hope
will be.
Cassian's wings will be okay at some point.
They
And
might.
I hope Azriel will be good.
Will survive.
He might.
He might. He will. He won't die off page.
No, he won't. But maybe he will be like sickly in bed and cannot do his spy work, because that's what Feyre is doing now.
Azriel should have gone to Springcourt. He'd be like, oh, Tamlin, you're my mate. My eyes are open.
If it was just Azriel with like a wig and a glamour, that would be so amazing.
That sounds like such a
Fan
cool
fiction.
combo.
Fan fiction material right here, right
Yeah.
now. We're making history.
The idea of them all just being like, shit, we don't have any way out anymore. And Azriel just being like, Tamlin, you're my mate. And Tamlin then just taking him with.
He's in a placebo-frenzy. Placebo-frenzy, great album title.
But sadly, that's not what happened. And now we have Feyre inside of Tamlin's territory. And while she's out there spying on the man, Valaris will prepare to go to war.
Yes, epic.
To ACOMAF.
Yeah. And this is where the book should have ended. This would have been such a cool ending. But to like turn the page and see chapter 69.
She just wanted to write 69 chapters.
Yeah.
It was just her goal.
I already forgot what happens there. Like, nothing happens.
Nothing
really.
happens. They arrive in
It's a
Springcourt.
vibe chapter.
Yeah.
Feyre and Tamlin arrive in Springcourt. But I have to say what's funny in my mind, because it says like they land in the driveway, and in my mind, they just pulled up in a car.
Same.
Why is it a driveway?
I don't know.
Why is it not the gardens? Or, I don't know.
Like,
Is that
this
called
whole-
a driveway?
I mean, carriages drive.
Yeah, I thought about that as well.
But I mean, like, in my head too, it was in a car, this whole conversation. And then at one point, like, Lucian joins in on the conversation. And in my mind, he popped up on the back seat.
Yeah, that was just weird wording.
Yeah, it says front drive, which is
Yeah, front.
yeah. So yeah, this whole scene takes place in front of the big Springcourt mansion with Tamlin, Feyre, and Lucian
In the
inside
back
of a
seat.
car.
Yeah.
And, you know, they have this kind of awkward, happy on Tamlin's side, I guess, talk about, like, now that Feyre's back, she's like, I thought I would never see it again. And Tamlin's like, well, yeah, I thought so too. And that's actually, like, a conversation I really liked, because Feyre probably meant, like, I thought I would never have to see it again. I thought I got out. And Tamlin's like, well, I thought I lost you, and now I have you back. And he's happy about it, and Feyre's sad about it. And I sort of like the way Tamlin feels actually genuinely happy that Feyre is back.
He's so delulu.
He just, you can almost feel sad for him. Like, he doesn't get anything.
No.
Yeah.
It's, bro.
What made me really sad was when they arrive, she's like, yeah, and Spring Court is still empty. I was like, why is it still empty? They got their people back.
Right.
It just makes it so, I mean, it's supposed to be depressing there, but it just made me depressed again.
I think it's just, Tamlin is such a bad ruler. Because he's like self-absorbed with his own like fears.
And he's self-righteous. Like, he thinks he's like, I'm the good guy. I'm the most honorable man there can ever be. Everyone else is so cruel and horrible.
And he follows traditions over everything else. And Springcourt's not a good place.
But hey, he gives her credit for having power to free herself from Rhysand.
He's like, damn, good job. She's like, thanks.
Impressive.
She's like, thanks, maybe include me in shit.
Yeah.
In anything, so I can snitch to Rhysand. But
And
she
he
doesn't say that.
Surprisingly agrees. He actually says, I was wrong and I'm sorry. I was surprised he actually apologized. Because I thought like maybe Tamlin would always talk around it. He'd be like, oh, well, I'm happy you feel better now. Like you're in a better mindset and you're ready to be back and blah, blah, blah. But never say I was wrong and I'm sorry. But he does.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And like, sure, Feyre says that like, yeah, too little, too late. But also to me as a reader, it felt like, yeah, it's so late. It kind of feels hollow.
Yeah. I don't necessarily need Tamlin to be like a real villain in a way for the rest of this book series. I just never ever want them to be in like some kind of relationship. Like Tamlin can at some point understand that he was wrong and join like the good side. If that's what Sarah J. Maas wants.
I can see it as well, though. Especially like the seeds have been planted of like him sort of revolting against the King of Hybern because he attacked the sisters and stuff.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I just don't ever want the book to act like Tamlin wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
No. And I just, what kind of scares me in regards for the next book is I don't want to be forced to read any intimacy scenes between the two of them because that is just fucked up. I don't want Feyre to have, like, Feyre might have sex with him, but I do not want a sex scene on page between Feyre and Tamlin. Because she is doing what Rhysand did with Amarantha, and I do not want to partake in that.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Well, now Tamlin has agreed to let Feyre in on some of like his decisions and plan making, and Feyre is sneakily very happy because she has now planted herself as the High Lady of Springcourt right inside of the territory of Springcourt.
She's in enemy territory. And a little fox is very, very suspicious.
Yeah. I like this cat and mouse game they now have going on because it makes Lucien very interesting and it makes the dynamic interesting because it's kind of like, I gave Lucien a sweet, sleepy smile, so our game began. I think this is gonna be cool.
Yeah. And
I'm
it's
looking forward
especially
to
cool
it.
because Lucien will have something to do.
Yay!
I need more Lucien in my life.
I hope he becomes cool again. Like he was very disappointing in this book so far. Like obviously so far the book is done.
The book is done!
The book is done!
Maybe he will get his comeuppance in the acknowledgements. The book is done, and guys,
we did it.
Good job.
Good job. Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
We did it, and I'm incredibly sad.
We did it.
Because Feyre did not turn into the bird on the cover. What the fuck? I was so sold on this.
But so many other of our theories came true, especially for the ending. I think we were almost spot on. We were like, well, she might go back to town, then she might pretend Rhysand was evil and like mind washed her. That's what happened.
But
it just
she
happened
did
in like
not
a different.
turn into the bird. Like, what's the bird? I
still
don't get the bird.
I still think the bird is her. Like, obviously, in the first book, the cover was a very direct depiction of Andras and the way he was killed. And now I think the covers might become more metaphorical and stuff and like symbolic of a very important thing or theme.
She could be a bird. I'm sad.
But she's now a cool spy.
But she did not have free-for sex in chapter 69. Also another prediction of ours.
Chapter 69 with
just wrong.
Tamlin. That's depressing.
Yeah.
But also with Lucien.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but all jokes aside, I am happy. that we did it.
Yeah, I have high hopes for the next book. There's a lot of promising shit happening.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of potential for like character growth and development. I think we might get a chance to see like the real Rhysand, like not the one that's playing a game and not the one that's sad and depressed about everything. Because I think in some of our discussions, it might sound like we don't like soft men and we find like not evil man boring, but that's not it. It's just like Rhysand was cool and then Rysand is
He was whiny.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but he was.
And he had reason, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's okay. It's been a year.
Yeah. It's just that in his depressive state, he lost some of his like coolness that he started out with.
Yeah, and I think he can get that back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that we're at the end, I just checked my notes and I went back 14 months to the end of book 1. And I had a couple of questions written down. Do you want to hear them again, but just for book 2?
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, this is me 40 months ago. So, how to...
I knew you were going to do that. Still caught me off guard.
How did you like the ending?
It's great.
We just talked about it.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
It's promising.
Really good.
Let's go.
Yeah, but like the next, I think our answers will differ from book 1. Would you have finished the book without the podcast?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. It
Me
feels
too.
like a book that you can read quickly. Like it's bigger than book 1, but just it's intriguing and a lot of stuff happens and the world feels more like a fantasy world.
Yeah. Yeah, it also, like you said, it's bigger than book 1. I don't know if you were referring to its actual like page.
Oh, I meant like the
size.
story, but
Yeah, but I also meant like it in both regards. Like it's longer, so one might think, oh, it will take more effort to read it. But since it is bigger, it feels more round and fully developed. So one can.
Yeah, I think
read
it might
through
be an easy read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like with all the people I've talked about that do not read it for this podcast, but for their pleasure time, they have breezed through these books.
I think my dad, who has read the books as well, mentioned that he wasn't very much into like the whole series after book 1, and then he did book 2 because he wanted to know what was happening next because we were doing the podcast. And then he was like mid book 2 pretty certain he would just stop reading, and then he told me, but at the end of book 2 I immediately picked up book 3 and I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? And now I can see.
Yeah, nice.
What do you think, Lukas?
I would have finished the book. I liked it very much, as opposed to the first one.
Also cool new characters.
Yeah.
Right.
Bunch of new characters.
So many characters. Not so many characters, but like a lived-in world. Woohoo!
Yeah,
Right.
not just 3 people we spend our time with. Yeah. So what was your favorite character versus your least favorite character?
It's hard. I don't know if I
I think
obviously
emotionally,
you have.
like my favorite character is Asriel. But
Yeah.
I would also say like Morrigan just as a character, because maybe it's just what I think will happen to her, because I still think she's a perfect character for like Sunshine turning dark
Yeah.
plot. And that just makes him very interesting to me. And I love the whole Asriel, Cassian, thruple, not thruple, love triangle dynamic.
It's really hard for me. I think in the first book I might have said Rhysand. And I still like Rhysand, but I had a few like moments where I was disappointed in him, where I was like, you broke my heart.
All the lying.
Yeah.
Or like keeping stuff.
Yeah. And I'm almost like tempted to say Feyre.
Oh, that's so
which
nice.
like I'm surprised by it. But she became so Slayer.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we threw that like, oh, Slayer around, but it's like, yeah, she actually became a cool character. Like in the beginning I wouldn't have said it because she was still depressed and that, like, I mean, that's not her fault.
You hate depressed people.
No, but it's not hard to empathize with her, but like it is like a hard feeling,
Yeah.
which you like to make yourself like feel with that person is like it takes a toll on itself. Sounds so dramatic, but it
does.
Yeah. So but when she became better, now she's so awesome.
You know, she's gotten out of an abusive relationship
Yeah.
and now she found someone she likes and she's gotten like a cool job and she's married
And she's
now
powerful.
high lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she she's not only gotten out of that relationship, she has healed and healed so much that she can now like confront her abuser and like fight against him. And that's like, she's awesome.
Yeah.
I also feel so hard for her. Like, just the thought of going back to Springcourt gives me, like, a nervous breakdown. Just, if I were Fae'd, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going back to Springcourt, I would be like, oh, no.
Yeah. This is, again, I don't know if I made
so
that...
strong.
I don't know if I made that comparison at the end of book 1. But when I think about, oh, we're going back to Springcourt, it might be, like, the depressive atmosphere again and stuff. I have to think back to when I read Kafka in school, which is a wild comparison here. I'm sorry.
Lea, always the scholar.
No, but I have a very distinct memory for where we had to read to a certain point in the book. And I was like, okay, I'm reading this like all in one now. And I have a very distinct memory of me lying on my bed reading this and feeling like just very shit. Because this book is supposed to make you feel very shit.
Yeah.
And that's the point of the story. And that is also the point of the beginning of ACOMAF, to make you feel like shit.
Yes.
And so I don't want to feel like shit, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's strong now, and she can withstand.
And so are we.
Yes.
We can do it.
We have healed with her.
Right. Book 2 made us feel very connected to Fae'd, I think.
Yeah.
Lukas, what was your favorite character?
Well, I've been thinking, because I feel like you took the obvious ones. I'm gonna say a niche one that's maybe not my favorite character, but he has potential, and it's my boy Tarkin.
Yeah,
I love Tarkin
I liked
too.
him.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I've been thinking about him a while, because since we're planning other episodes coming to podcasting up near you, I was like thinking about him again, and I was like, it's been so long since we read about him. I somehow thought he would have a bigger deal in this
miss
book.
him.
Yeah, but
And
he will come up
I
again.
hope he comes back. Yeah.
I'm sure he will. Maybe she can ally with him now, because she can say to him like, I was under the influence of Rhysand.
Yeah, I was wondering who he'll be an ally to, Rhysand or Tamlin, because he spoke about how he shares his beliefs with Rhysand, but he also...
Then he was betrayed.
Right, he then was betrayed and now might be more leaning towards Tamlin.
And then Fae'd can probably get him to her cause again. Because she's
he
awesome.
could turn into like a middleman.
Yes,
you know, he talks to
please.
Rhysand and then he talks to Fae'd. And
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so good.
My boy.
Good boy.
he's cool.
Yeah.
He's a good pick.
So, our least favorite characters. I'd like to start. I don't really have a character that I just hated or didn't like, but I maybe at this point want to say the King of Hybern. Just because he was set up to be the main villain of these books, and I was kind of underwhelmed for now. Like, he doesn't have a name, he's only just kind of a snarky dude. Like, I get that he's in it for the game, but it feels kind of, when he had his whole villain monologue, and I was just, not yet sold on him.
But I have to say, I think I like that he's there for the lols. Like, I expected him to have this, like, magnificent aura. And then he didn't, and I was like, okay, what the fuck, dude? But that he has, like, no regards for his allies.
I like his dislike for Tamlin.
Yeah, and that I think he's unpredictable in a way. That makes him interesting for me.
But I see your point. I think I'm about to say I don't like the queens. Like, this is multiple characters, but just, like, they're kind of like a unity.
Yeah.
I find them sort of annoying. They are just... I don't know. They feel a bit two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like, they're just evil for whatever reasons. We don't really know. Like, just for immortality? I don't know. And then the way they behave is just...
Yeah. But also the good queen. Who was the blonde queen?
Golden
queen.
queen.
I'm sorry, she's not blonde. She's golden. Like, her reasons to do the right thing was also a bit two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They feel just a bit boring.
Yeah.
How about you, Lea?
Yeah, I was torn between two characters right now. Like, first I wanted to say Ianthe, because in the beginning I really loathed her. Because she was, you're misusing this, you evil woman. But it's been so long since we read about her. And I think, to me, like, Jurian, I just don't get him. Like, what is your deal? You're a shitty person. You're weird. you don't make sense to me. I don't understand you. What do you want? Why are you so petty and evil? I don't like him.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I think it's not the best sign for this book that we don't like all the antagonists. Because, like, not liking Jorian, the King of Hybern, and all the queens is just, like, all the people on the opposing side. Which I think is, like, my biggest critique on this book. That, like, the big evil picture is there, but I don't get all of it. Like, some things I don't really understand what the motives are, and I don't know where the people are going, which is, I guess, fine in a book setting up the story, but I just hope a lot of things get improved or, like, revealed in the next book.
I do have to say, I do think Ianthe has the potential to be a very good villain. And I also think the King of Hybern still has potential to be even more interesting.
Yeah.
And to develop into, like, this maniacal evil man that I can already see in him.
All of it keeps me intrigued enough to, like, want to find out what the big plan is. Like, why take down the wall? What,
There must be something behind it.
There must be something behind it. And
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that
all
wall!
the cauldron stuff and what Feyre did when she connected the books.
Yeah.
Like, what is this huge evil? And a lot of things untold, I guess.
Then on to my next question. And that was, what is your top prediction for book 2? Which I guess I have to alter to book 3. And with that, another question. Do you remember what your prediction was last year? Because I just thought about it, and I think my prediction was that Feyre will fly.
I think mine
happened.
was that she will get together with Rhysand.
Basic.
Yeah, I fear it might have been that basic. I don't remember if it was something else.
I honestly don't remember.
Should I check?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check. So we just checked, and Meike, your prediction was that there will be Lucian content, and that the content will be his relationship with his family. Maybe you can just make this your prediction for book 3, because that certainly did not happen.
Well, I certainly hope that happens now, but I mean, there will be Lucian content because I think this dynamic of Feyre and Lucian will be a big thing because it's so hinted at now. But yeah, maybe the family thing is just wishful thinking.
I think the family confrontation will come up when he's together with Elaine, because then they're like, you're together with a mortal? Die!
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, and your prediction, Lea, was she will fall in love with Rhysand.
Well, I'm just good at predicting stuff.
But what's your prediction now?
She will
for
fall
book
in
3?
love with Well, let me think. What is my prediction? I think I just had one in mind and I forgot it again.
Nice.
Do you want to talk about yours first?
I don't have one yet, but I'm just gonna say that in the next book, you know what, I'm calling it now, Feyre will turn into this fucking bird. That's gonna be in book 3. How about you, Meike?
Because I was so spot on with my prediction the last time. I want to lean out of the window a bit and say that book 3 will focus more on Feyre's powers again. And she will somehow like get in contact with Helios, the High Lord of Day. Yeah. And it will focus more on like the spell aspect of this Fae magic, because so far it's been like elemental magic in a way, like she's just using wind and earth and fire and she's the avatar, but now it's like focusing on like book magic.
Yeah. Nice.
She becomes a sorcerer, a wizard. What is it where you
a wizard.
A wizard. She becomes a wizard
I
now.
mean, she is a sorcerer.
She's
Yeah.
a sorcerer and now she becomes a wizard.
Yeah, she will discover her wizard side. She's the best of
Multiclass.
both worlds, yeah.
I wouldn't say this is actually my prediction for the next book, but I was just thinking about the fact that her father is still just on that continent. And I still think they should send him into that palace of the Mortal Queens so they can be a spy family. But I don't actually think that will happen. No, I want to make a real prediction.
Now Ezreal's out of business. They just...
They need a replacement.
The new spy master. I mean, your prediction can just be he shows up.
That's boring.
Oh, that's boring. I just, my thought is gone again. I just had one.
While you think, it's not a prediction, but just like a hope, because we're just talking about like Ezreal being out of commissions, blah, blah, blah. I hope Cassian's recovery with his wings will be like a thing and not just like, oh, they magically healed or like, I don't know, he lost them and now he doesn't have wings anymore, but that it's like a complex thing, you know, because wings seem to be so important. And, the disability in a book about immortal people that technically can't really get hurt would be interesting.
Yeah, agreed. So, Lea, what's your prediction?
So my prediction is that
Cassian will have to struggle with his wings.
my prediction is that Ianthe will become one or maybe the main villain to fight against, because like Tamlin was like, I will have to find Ianthe and have a mean word with her, but I don't want it to be resolved just like by that. I want either that he maybe captures her and puts her in prison, and then maybe Feyre needs to work together with her to get to know stuff that she knows or something. Maybe she goes to her cell several times and like works her down, and they strike not a bargain, but like they come to an understanding how they can be mutually beneficial. Or maybe she flees and then Feyre has like a fight confrontation. But I actually like the she's in a cell rotting and Feyre has like wears her down, and then at some point they have to work together or something. I kind of see. I would like that.
Nice, I like it. It. So there we have it. Our predictions. Our
what was yours
favorite
again?
That she would turn into the fucking bird.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Thanks.
Our favorite and least favorite characters. And then my next and last question was something that will probably be denied by you again, because I really wanted to read the first sentence of ACOMAF.
You can read the first sentence of ACOMAF again.
What was the first sentence of ACOMAF? I think it started with a dream. Aren't we in her nightmare?
Yeah. The first sentence is, maybe I'd always been broken and dark inside.
Aww.
But no, like, can I read the first sentence of ACOMAF?
No.
Okay,
You can
We
ask.
don't even have the book yet.
There's a preview at the end of
I
this
don't
book.
care.
I'm not going to.
You can do that on your own time.
Yeah, but speaking of ACOMAF, I hear that you, Meike, put in an order at our local bookstore.
Order!
Which might be ready for pickup tomorrow.
Yes, if we're
That's
lucky.
so exciting.
Me
but
too.
That, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, does not mean that the next episode is going to be the start of ACOMAF. But we will have one fan casting episode coming out in 2 weeks. That's going to be the next episode. And there's a lot of characters to cast, so that's why we're doing a full episode on this. It's going to be epic. And then in 2 weeks after that, so in 4 weeks, we will talk about ACOMAF.
I don't even know what that acronym stands for, but just ACOMAF sounds so cool.
I do. Do you want to know?
What is it? War and Ruin?
Wings and ruins.
Wings.
Oh, Wings
It's
and
the
Ruin.
wings.
That would be so stupid if it was war.
I actually had a prediction. I wanted to say that it's dragons because it's wings.
Oh, yes.
But maybe it's the bird.
Yeah, it can. It's all sorts of wings here. Okay?
Wings and Ruin. Maybe it's Cassian's wings that are
Yeah,
ruined.
yeah.
Wings in ruin.
Maybe it will have. It will have multiple meanings. And also, if you want to see us reacting to the cover of this book for the first time and have our first insight and analysis, follow on Instagram and TikTok at Getting Fed Pod, because we will post that there.
Yeah. And as always, before we wrap this episode up, we have brought some recommendations. What are your final recommendations for this book?
For this book, you know what the book's supposed to do?
No, it has nothing to do with this book, but
Go
like
back
this
into
is
the
the
show.
end of an era, so recommend
Nice.
me.
I have something. I have something that you can do if you read a lot of books and you just sit down a lot. Maybe your neck is not in the best posture all the time.
Are we getting old?
Yes. Unlike Feyre, we are getting old. And like
Jump in a cauldron.
that, or if you don't have a cauldron
Is that
in
your
his hand.
recommendation? Jump in the cauldron?
No, if you don't have one, I've been like for the past week doing Pilates workouts on YouTube, and it's my very simple recommendation. Just get a 20-minute stretch and a little bit of workout in there, because I have been only doing this for a week now, and I have to say I feel a little bit more upright.
Cool.
It's unspectacular.
My recommendation is quite the opposite.
Sleeping?
No, not quite, but it involves sitting down on your couch or like your bed. You can sit down on the floor if you want to. But I'm going to recommend a TV series. It's a very unknown series, and it also got cancelled like in between season 2. So
Yay.
to take that in mind, it's not a finished show, but it is so much fun. It's one of my favorites. It's called Pushing Daisies. It's got Lee Pace in the main role. He's a very young Lee Pace, one of his early roles. It's very, very cool. And it's a fun TV show about this baker called Ned, played by Lee Pace, who has a very, I want to say, unfortunate gift to touch dead people and they come back to life. Which in theory sounds great because then people don't die. But for every person he like brings back to life, another person alive has to die.
Oof.
So, you know, not so good. But he's a baker. He bakes pies in his bakery. But he also has like a side business as a private investigator because he goes to morgues, touches the victims of a murderer, they wake up. He's like, who killed you? They tell him and he touches them again because the second touch puts them back to being dead forever. Until one day he wakes up his ex-girlfriend from like school days and he can't bring himself to make her dead again. So she stays alive, but they cannot touch. And then they have like this sweet romance, but they can't get physical. And they do these investigations together and it's very cute. It's very fun.
Sounds cute.
Bit silly, but just enjoyable.
Do you know where it is to watch currently?
Considering I bought it today on DVD because there's no way you can watch it. No, but maybe you
Rebuy
can
is your
stream it
friend.
somewhere else or rebuy it. Yeah.
Nice.
I also brought a recommendation to watch. It is, I think they're a theater group. And so their channel on YouTube is called Shoot From the Hip. And they're an improv group. And it's just very fun to watch them do their shit. They also do like improvised plays. I haven't watched them. I just only watched like the mini games, I guess. But it's very entertaining. And a lot of fun. Shoot From the Hip on YouTube. Watch some theater.
Theater.
Nice.
Yes.
So you can first shoot from the hip, then stretch your hip in the Pilates workout, and and then watch Pushing Daisies. This was not a smooth transition to autumn, but you get the picture, right?
Yes.
Nice. And then you can be hyped for book 3.
Do you think it will be even longer than this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I also heard it's supposed to be even better than this one.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I just know that I think my dad stopped after it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he didn't read like the novella, and I don't think he read book 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intriguing. We just have to wait and see. And I hope that you listeners at home will stay on this journey with us because it's fun with you.
We love you guys.
Yes.
And with that, we will see you next time when we are
Getting Fae'd!